Hello and welcome. This video is to show basic communication using tawk.to. So my website's called Work Sheriff, and we're looking at just basic messaging. Right, so I'm going to open a message. We can go on to monitoring and we can see who's currently on the site. So idle means the person using the site hasn't you moved the cursor or anything like that recently. Served means I've got another account set up as Paul2, and Paul2 is dealing with this customer, which we're going to get to. So as we can see, I've just gone on my mobile and turn that on. I'm going to click on the icon and just put hi. So we can see that I can click on that. When that's pink, that means it's incoming, it needs attention. When it's green, it means someone's talking to the customer. So I can either click on that or click on that. So I've clicked on that and we're going to reply. So to reply, we need to join the chat, and I'm going to join the chat as me. We've got aliases which we're going to go into later, so I'm joining the chat. Right, so on the mobile device it's come up that I've joined the chat. So let's go into shortcuts and we'll show that. I'm going to use that shortcut. I'm going to copy it and that automatically goes straight across there, which is great, and we're going to send it. So I can use that button there, or I can just press enter. And as you can see, as the customer's typing, chat. As the customer's typing, you can see what they're typing, but the customer can only see that happening on their end. They can't see what you're typing. You can alter the settings, but that's the standard settings. They'd only see those three balls bouncing up and down. So I'm going to leave. I'll send that. So this is the end of the chat, and then I'm going to leave that there. So as you can see, I've minimized the window, and then if I go onto another site, it normally shows that, I think. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to leave that for now. In fact, I'll go back onto the site because I want to show you a bit of a, well, I won't say problem, but a bit of an issue. Right, so we'll leave that for now, and I'm going to open another chat. So this customer is going to, I'll just put I again. Right, there we go. Same thing again. Could I either press that button or just press enter? Let's go back on. So we're going to talk to that customer. We can have multiple customers on. If I move that across to 2 of 4, you can see I can keep that chat on. I can keep that chat on. So when you've got multiple pages set up, as you can see, this gets harder and harder to see. You can have up to 4 pages going at a time. So what you can do, instead of going on to shortcuts, you can see that and you can just click that and send. Right, I might want to pop out that conversation. That can go to one side, and I'm going to put that down there. Oh, just so you can see, I'm using a VPN. So when you see where the customer's calling from or communicating from, take it with a pinch of salt, because if you use a VPN, you can put whatever country you want on there. I chose Ireland for this. Right, so I forgot what I was doing. Yeah, I've just shown you this. So customers just put I on there. Me personally, I like to have the whole lot showing. So shortcuts. How can I help you today? Oh, I need to join the chat first, and then I can use that, which it'll automatically paste it. And as the customer, I'm going to put. Can see that's come up there. Right, what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to show you a trigger. So what is a RCD? So I've put a trigger around the word RCD, RCDs and RCBOs, and these are in fuse boxes, but not many people would know what they are. So if anybody contacts us, you ask that and it automatically replies. Obviously, I've done nothing on the tawk.to. You can see a new message has been added. So the customer can now read that. Right, want to know about RCDs. I'll look at that video, and you can see a video pop up telling you about RCDs. So then I can put I hope this helped. Is there any other questions? Obviously, I can type anything I want in there. I'll just find the shortcuts a bit quicker. So we've got a message. Hope this helped. I'd like to know about Windows. I'll press enter this time. You can see that's popped up. Let's pop over to that page. I'd like to know about Windows. So I'm going to reply. I might want a bit of time. I'll look into that. It's probably the best response. So copy that, and that'll tell the customer. It might be a few moments with this. Don't let the device go into standby, else we'll lose it. And we'll have a look at this in a minute. So I've done that. So that's using shortcuts. Then we've got knowledge base. If I put Windows into there, press enter, and any item I've put on the site with Windows in will show on here, so we can see on there. Right, I'm going to copy a link and send that. I could go into that and copy and paste it. What I'm going to do now is have a look at that. So we can see this is another way of looking at stuff. So we can see we've got an article here, just short article on Windows. So we can see that's on there. That's great. Thanks. Right, so let's get back on here. So that's that dealt with. And what I'm going to do now is go back onto my phone. Right, if I look at this inline view, it struggles to come up and pick it up, and that is because the customer is logged out, so we haven't got that anymore. If we go on there, we can see that is active. So visited navigator to that, that's an old message. So we'll look at what happens if the customer then I'm going to write on my phone, I'm back, press send. Right, oh, it has come up. So sometimes you find that if the old message is on, if the timing's wrong, then you don't see the new message. You have to refresh the page and go into it that way. It's just something to be mindful of, although it did work this time. And I can join the chat. As you can see, you can't see the old chat where the customer can. And if you remember, I put down on the last message, this is the end of the chat. So all the old messages, because they'd left, were lost. But what happens is, normally you see that it says customer has left the chat, and you just turn it off. Right, so I can join that chat, but I'm not going to bother with this. So I want to show you what happens when we have messages. I'm going to just close this, pop out of the conversation, put that down to the bottom. So I want to go onto, so you can see I'm dealing with this customer that's being served. We're going to have a look at Big Ed Paul, which is on my other laptop. So I've just messaged myself. I can go into admin. You can see a new message is to be opened. So Paul 2, which is the other admin, help, this bozo wants to talk to a woman. So I can see which one Paul 2 is talking to, and it's Big Ed Paul. So I'm going to have a look at that conversation. I'm going to change to, I'm going to pop out that conversation, put that down at the bottom, so we've got those there if we want them. Right, so what's going off here? We can see, we can have a look at the conversation. So yeah, this is Big Ed Paul has signed on the site. I work chef is awesome, just like me, thanks. And we can see that Paul 2 has put a whisper message on. Now the customer can't see that, so the next message they'd see like that. In fact, I'll show you in a minute. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on as Rachel, because Paul 2 says I'll get Rachel. I'm going to join the chat, and because there's another agent on there, it gives you a warning kind of thing. And yes, I want to join, and I'm going to use my shortcuts. What can I help? So you can see that's how that works. Right, I'm going to pull this other page down, and I'm just going to put I just wanted to tell you how handsome I am. Right, so you can see that message earlier, Big Ed Paul couldn't see. So if I put a whisper on here, what a got, and put that on, that's a message for admin staff to see, and we can transcript it later. I'll probably do another video on that. I just wanted to go over basic messaging today. I just wanted you to see that Big Ed Paul can't see that message I've just put on. Right, I think that covers a lot I wanted to go over. We can always enter these conversations if we want, so we can see that there. I'll make that a 3 view window. I can't remember if I showed you that when you've got these, you can't use the or the sideboards. So if you want to use the commands, the shortcuts, then you can click on that and use those. So that just shows you that. Right, I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching.